Hey everyone, Real Comic Stacks, and I'm checking out the Vader series. I'm going to be doing 2 issues at a time and getting caught up to the end of the run. So make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss out on any of it. And guys, I'm telling you, I've been motivated on Darth Vader and his backstory and canon for a long time, but especially since Star Wars Theory put out his video, Shards of the Past. The first run of this series is by Soule, and it starts in that infamous moment right after Vader's operating table sits up and he finds out about Padme's death. And he's sitting there and he feels everything that's happened to him. All the emotions, all the pain, the anger, everything that he feels flows through him as he lets out his angry yell and scream. The loss of Padme, the fall to the dark side, everything that happened with the Jedi. And when he does it, when he finally lets loose, he sends everything flying, including the Emperor. And Vader instantly reaches out and he grabs the Emperor with the Force and says, "You said you could save her. You chose a different path. Padme is dead, my friend. Even the power of the dark side cannot bring her back. But she's given you a gift. Pain. Now, you must choose. Will you accept that gift? Will you use it? Or will you die?" Vader looks up and tells the Emperor, "I will live." "Good," says the Emperor. And now, and then the Emperor just lights him up with Force lightning, frying him right there in his new suit. And the Emperor starts in on him right away. "Where is your lightsaber, Lord Vader?" "I lost it in the fight with Obi-Wan. He took it." The Emperor loses it. "No! That blade belonged to another, a Jedi. You are a Sith." And then the Emperor changes his gears. "I realize this has been traumatic on you, but if you reach out with the Force and touch me again, I will kill you and finish what Kenobi started." From there, the Emperor takes Darth Vader and they walk out and observe what's going on. You have one of the former Senate leaders up in front of everyone, basically saying, "We will no longer fear the Jedi again," as they gather lightsabers of the fallen Jedi. And that's when Darth Vader starts explaining to Vader what a red lightsaber is and what it means and how it is made to bleed. He explains to him how any lightsaber will do, and that the kyber crystals, they're alive, and in a way they can actually feel pain, and that to make it bleed, you must actually make it feel your pain and your anger and your rage. You have to pour all of that into the kyber crystal till it can't stand it anymore. And when it breaks, when it bleeds. And at this point, Vader asks a question. He asks him, "You could have given me any of the Master's lightsabers today to corrupt, even Yoda's, but you didn't. Why?" Palpatine just simply explains that a Sith's lightsaber is not given, it's taken. From there we go with Vader and Palpatine, as Palpatine simply asks Vader, "Lord Vader, your armor, how do you find it?" "It is acceptable." At this point, Palpatine is basically dropping Darth Vader off and telling him, "Your quest is to get a lightsaber. There's a ship on this planet that was stolen. You will take that ship, you will go, you will find a Jedi, you will kill him, and you will take his lightsaber. But you must embrace the dark side, bend it to your will, and it will provide everything you need." And as the Emperor takes off, leaving Vader behind, Vader's left on a desolate planet. Vader looks at the path before him, and he does the only thing he can do at this point. He begins to walk. It doesn't take long for Vader to find the individuals on the stolen ship, and when he does, he quickly engages the target. Even without a lightsaber, he's just ripping chunks out of walls with the Force and throwing them at people. And upon his arrival, he simply informs them that, look, that ship is mine. And he just takes the pieces of the walls apart. He's pulling out the screws and the nails and the bent metal and flinging it as projectiles, basically using them as bullets against everyone who's firing at him. And one of these geniuses thinks for half a second that they hit him and they've won. Vader simply just grabs the grinning idiot and throws him off the side of the mountain. Vader quickly engages the other two and has them groveling in fear and saying, "Why are you here? What do you want?" And Vader just holds his hand up, says, "Only this." And he buries his face into the ground. Which ends issue 1. So after securing the ship, Vader's off, and he's heading towards a mid-rim Jedi outpost designated Bright Thumb. And at this outpost, he's going to go and find the information he needs. What he's not going to find is a Jedi. Because what you have on this ship at this point is you have the stormtroopers, or the clones, and they're playing cleanup. They're basically inventorying a bunch of Jedi equipment, and it's pretty much what they argue back and forth, the most boring job in the galaxy at this point. A little interesting tidbit here is that they actually mentioned that the cloning facilities in Kamino have been shut down, leading one of the clones to actually ask who will protect the Empire, which is pretty interesting. And these two continue to gab back and forth before their sergeant tells them, "Hey, you two focus." And what they see is they have incoming. And that incoming, of course, is Darth Vader and his new ship. And this part here is just cruel because Vader actually has the transmission codes to enter. And he simply says that he doesn't want to give them. And he doesn't want to because he's basically looking for a fight. And what he has come at him is some of the ARC-170 fighter pilots, and they open fire on him. Vader, of course, he quickly dispatches one of the pilots, and then and not too long later takes care of the second, and the third, and the fourth. And the clones are quickly realizing that this guy's good, saying they haven't seen anyone fly like this since, and they're basically telling him to shut up. It's like, the Jedi are dead. He's not a Jedi. And as Darth Vader goes to dock, they quickly have to rush to the hangar to defend it. Well, the clones try to meet him in the hangar bay and attack him there. And Vader, even without a lightsaber, he takes a couple shots, but he starts throwing people around this hangar bay. And he is not going to be stopped. He's throwing all kinds of the boxes, the crates, everything at him. And then he finds a lightsaber. And the clone here just looks and goes, "Okay, that's definitely a Jedi." And the other clone just responds that, "But Order 66, I thought we killed them all." And he's like, "Don't say that so loud, buddy. I mean, come on." But once Vader gets his hands on a lightsaber, there's no stopping him. And the clones are left in a heap. What you find out here is that Vader has come here for one reason, and that's he is looking for information on a certain type of Jedi. He's looking for Jedi that took the Barash vow prior to the Purge. And what the Barash vow is basically a separation from the Jedi Order. And what Darth Vader says is this: any Jedi pursuing Barash has sworn to refrain from activities related to the Order, complete disengagement from anything but the Force. It's a type of penance. While a Barash taker would have felt the Purge, they would not have allowed themselves to respond to it or take action of any kind. Now this of course means they wouldn't have gone into hiding, they really wouldn't have reacted to it at all. Well, right after Darth Vader is done talking about this, somebody tosses in a hand grenade on him, and he reaches out with the Force and basically keeps the device from exploding. And other clones run into the room, and they're like, they tell him to get on your knees. And And you wonder here, based on earlier conversations, is if this was a method they used on Jedis before. Because they're pretty confident. They don't just shoot him right away. They come in the room and they're like, look, this Jedi is having to use all his focus and all his attention on preventing that grenade from exploding. So if he takes his attention away from that, he's dead. And you know, they've stated earlier that they've killed a lot of Jedi. So they're expecting the same Jedi limits to be placed on Darth Vader. And he quickly informs them and lets them know beyond a shadow of a doubt that he is not limited the same way that these other Jedi were. He has no limits. And with that, Darth Vader has the information he needs, and that information is his target. Which he says his target is quite interesting, because his target only had one role in the Jedi Order, and that was to fight. So guys, we move on to Vader 3, guys. Tell me what you thought. I'll have 3 and 4 up as soon as I can. But what do you think so far about Darth Vader's quest to get his red lightsaber? And why do you think he goes off and destroys all these clones unnecessarily? Guys, that's all I got. Make sure you're subscribed. I appreciate a like, and leave your comments below. Let's hear them, guys. Real Comic Stacks. Out.